Welcome to our Intentional Parenting,
where we will share with you some of the tips in which that we have born out of our own parenting journey.
Yeah, and today we want to talk about praise and affirmation.
What are praise and affirmation? They are positive phrases or statements that you say to yourself or to others, particularly our children. Positive words are important because they are absorbed by the young minds to create their belief system.
Proverbs chapter 18 verse 21 says, what you say can mean life or death, and those who speak with care will be rewarded. And that's why we must be careful with what we say and how we say it.
Sometime back, Eileen and myself did a rice experiment with Kairos to see the effect of using positive and negative words.
And you know, after 7 days, it was obvious that the joy rice bowl, which was filled with positive words, was looking good. But the sad rice bowl that was filled with negative words ended up yucky, yucky, yucky.
And super smelly.
Shall we open it up?
Smells like a porridge.
So yummy still. How about this one?
I'll never fail.
Oh! Wow!
Wow, so lucky, so faster. I don't want to let me cannot smell. I'm already waiting my breath faster.
So what did we learn about this thing? Kairos, what did we learn about this thing?
Do not say bad words.
Now, if a bowl of rice can be affected so badly by just the power of negative words, how much more will our children's life and those around us be affected by negative words?
So it's very important for all of us to be an environment of praise and affirmations in our homes.
So what's the ABC of building an environment of praise and affirmation?
A stands for
Always.
You ought to do it often. Affirmation is most effective when it's being repeated again and again and again. It enforces the belief systems in you that you are good, you're amazing, and you can do it.
So start working on one affirmation a day to encourage and to boost your child's confidence and help strengthen his correct belief system and self-esteem.
Do you know that I met people who are not used to being affirmed or praised? And what happened was when we start praising them, they will always say, no, I'm not good enough. Please don't praise me. And they discard all the compliments that was given to them.
So instead, we will encourage them to learn to accept these compliments and simply say thank you, and also to thank God for making them for who they are.
Remember, you are wonderfully and marvelously made by God.
B stands for
believe.
That's
the Bible
right.
says in Proverbs 23 verse 7, for as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. What we think will determine what we say and eventually lead to who we become.
That's right. So it's important that we must have the right belief.
You know, I always tell the children,
Yes.
you can't stop the birds from flying over your head, but you can stop them from building a nest over your head.
That's right. So be careful of the kind of thoughts that you allow to form in your mind.
Believe.
That you can be encouraging and act on being encouraging.
Believe that you are a
Good role model.
and act on being the
Best example.
and can be it at home. You can.
That's right. So we want to encourage all the parents out there. We are not perfect, but we know that with God that we can continue to believe that we can show love and act on showing love through little acts of service too.
Children learn more from what you are than what you teach. When you believe in positive words and affirmation and you act on it, your children will catch on and make affirmation as part of their belief system.
Wow, that's amazing. So A, B, and C. What does C stands for? Care.
Care. Tone matters a lot.
When you affirm your child, it has to come from your heart.
Our heart.
That's right.
Give your children space and time to reflect and build on the affirmation. Let them talk about it and listen to how they feel and what they feel about it.
Our intention is to caringly help them to recognize important values because it of utmost importance that we too must show respect for our children and their feelings.
Yeah.
And don't push them too hard when they start to feel uncomfortable. That's right.
So positive affirmation should always be introduced in a fun, exciting way and never be under pressure.
So one of our daily practice, every night before Kairos goes to bed, is we will ask him to think of his 5 top happy moments for that day.
Yeah, and Kairos, without fear, every time when we ask him this question, the first thing he will say, most happy thing is to spend time with Mama and Papa.
Mama and Papa. Okay, all right, yeah. So that's when we find out that quality time is important to him, and therefore we also take opportunity to affirm that we are always there for him.
So parents, if you do not know what to say, I want to end off with all these 7 things that every child, in fact every one of us, need to hear.
And I believe that as you say it with all of your heart, it will be such a blessing to your children and to your family too. Number 1, let's learn to say, I love you. Number 2, I'm proud of you. Number 3, I'm sorry. Number 4, I forgive you. Number 5, I'm listening to you. Number 6, I'm there for you. And number 7, you can do it. That's right. And you can do all this in helping to build a positive and affirming home and family. So thank you for listening. God bless you and have a great time encouraging and affirming.